Hello and welcome to another quick shot review, and this is episode 291, I believe. I might have that wrong, but we are very much in the run up to number 300, and we have a very special podcast for you today. We've been to see Deadpool. I guess it's Deadpool versus Wolverine, Deadpool X Wolverine, whatever you want to call it. A film directed by Sean Levy, or Levi, or whatever you want to call him, starring obviously Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool and Huge Yakman as Wolverine. I've also got a very special guest with me today, and that is Muzzy.
Hey guys, how we doing?
So I'm not doing this podcast on my own, so we're going
Yeah, man.
to shoot between us and
Yeah.
give you our thoughts on the film. And it's no spoilers. If you want to go and see it, go see it. If you're not bothered, don't bother. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to sort of sit here and tell you what to go and see, but I am going to give you my thoughts on it. So,
Yeah.
Deadpool X Wolverine, they team up together like a buddy cop movie, I
Oh,
suppose, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, the
100%.
the classic odd couple. Wolverine is recovering from his injuries when he crosses paths with the loudmouth Deadpool. They team up to defeat a common enemy. That's a bit of a
Ooh.
rubbish write-up, isn't it, really?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they could have they could have done better with some of the writing. I'll have to agree with you on that one. Yeah, yeah.
If I'd have read that before seeing any adverts or anything, I
Right.
probably wouldn't have gone to see it. So we're going to try. We're going to try and make it a bit more encompassing for you. So
Yeah, man.
Sean Levy did a fantastic job with this
100%.
film.
Yeah, I think he has. Yes, I
It,
think he did.
he did a fantastic job the way it's shot. Obviously, there's CGI in there.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can definitely tell.
You know, you can't do a film like Deadpool versus Wolverine without CGI because there are
Yeah.
some scenes in there which are just way over the top action and mayhem, isn't
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I agree. There were some scenes where, like, as I was watching the film, I was like, "Yo," I'm like, "This is amazing," and honestly, I enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah,
It got me laughing. It
yeah,
got me like, it kind of took me back to my childhood when I'm growing up and watching a film. I'm
yeah.
not laughed about a movie in a long, long time, and
Yeah.
honestly, that was brilliant. I thought it were the CGI, everything, how the story was written. I thought it was brilliant.
And the little shots that it took at Disney as well
Yeah.
for their previous films and the way the MCU has sort of come to an end and start again.
Yeah,
I got the feeling this was almost a soft reboot,
yeah.
trying to bring stuff back. There are some surprise cameos in there as well,
Oh,
aren't
yeah, there are some very surprising cameos.
there?
I was like blown away for what I've seen because obviously growing up as a kid, I watched certain films
Yeah,
and seeing them characters in this movie, which I will not say due to spoilers. And if you want to
exactly.
know, you got to go and watch the film and find out for yourself.
Absolutely.
And
Uh, yeah, and the cameos were well worth doing, and
100%.
they weren't sort of tacked on
No.
in any way, shape, or form. They actually formed part of a great story, which
Oh, yeah.
was completely insane, but also really, really cool as well.
Honestly, it was like they brought back the past into the current day, and it was brilliant to see it. Honestly, especially with like certain characters that you've not seen in years, and they brought them back into this movie, and like, holy moly, it was just fantastic.
Yeah,
And honestly, it's a defo recommendation to go and watch. I 100% agree and guarantee that you should definitely see this film.
I second that
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. And if you don't go for anything other than the copious amounts of sex jokes and just innuendos, go for the soundtrack
Oh, 100%.
because the soundtrack is really good as well.
Bro, honestly, I think when the soundtrack were playing, I was literally singing along to certain songs, and I was just there like in my head, like, da, 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 da. Like I won't say what music's in it, but like, yeah, you get the gist of it.
Yeah,
And the jokes, honestly, I could not stop laughing. Like I felt like I was laughing that much. I had a six pack going. Honestly, it was the jokes absolutely got me, and the way they just fired shots at certain companies, and you
yeah.
know,
And to say, like I say, most of it was at the company that owns Marvel.
yeah,
There
pretty
was a
much,
couple of bits that were
yeah,
shots fired at other companies as well.
yeah.
There is one big notable company with
Mm.
that's included in one scene. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I've it's been a long time since I've sat in a full auditorium.
Oh, 100%, yeah,
A
same
long
here.
time.
Yeah.
And I didn't, because I'm so used to sort of going on my own. I didn't think I was going to sort of enjoy it as much as I did because I was sat in between. Because we weren't sat together because we
Oh,
couldn't
no, no,
get
no.
seats together.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I was like sat a bit further down, and
yeah,
you were sat like a little bit further back.
bearing in mind I booked my tickets probably about 2 months ago.
Yeah,
I mean, like I was
yeah.
one of the first ones in there.
I'm about to
But
say yeah, because I think yeah, I think I remember you telling me you booked the tickets, and then you messaged me saying, "Oh, what are you doing on this day?" And
yeah, yeah.
I was just like chilling. I was just chilling, playing. I think I was playing Call of Duty at the time, and then I got a message saying like, "Yo, what are you doing on this day?" I was like, "I haven't got much planned. Why?" It says, "Do you want to come watch this film with me?" And I was like, "Hell yeah! Like,
Yeah.
sign me up, bro." I was
And
like, "Yeah."
quite a few of our mates gone to see it tonight at various places, and some
Oh yeah.
going tomorrow. And I imagine when we all get together again, this will be a good topic of discussion
Oh, 100%.
for quite a few of us.
Yeah.
Um, so we've said it a million times already on this podcast. Would you recommend going to see Deadpool Wolverine?
Oh yes, hands down, bro. If you want to see the Merc with the mouth and Wolverine, the guy that pops his claws and stabbing people and do what they do best, trying to save the world, it's like you definitely want to see it.
Absolutely.
Honestly, it's Deadpool. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if he's who else? What other anti-hero slash hero? Like, no, what other man than Deadpool would fire shots at people and companies and say jokes that like you would never have expected him to say?
And
And it's
get away
Deadpool.
with it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Deadpool.
It's Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds, I think,
It's
could
right. Yeah,
get away with it
he
as well.
fits that character so
Um,
perfectly, and
yeah,
especially with Wolverine with the Hugh Jackman.
yeah.
Like, you know, because I grew up watching Hugh
Hugh
Jackman from
Jackman
the old X-Men films.
playing Wolverine.
Yeah, playing
Absolutely,
Wolverine, and
absolutely.
it
I
was
was a bit disappointed that Vinnie Jones didn't come back as the Juggernaut
yeah.
though. I'll
I was a bit
admit.
disappointed. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's the other thing. I probably have some
so
critiques on that, but yeah, I was
that is the only spoiler I'm going to give you. But
yeah,
I was disappointed with that.
yeah,
Um,
same here.
but yeah, absolutely. Go and give your money to the cinema for this one because it would be so easy. It'd be so easy to wait for this to come out on streaming services,
Oh, 100%.
but you will not get the same experience as going to the cinema. If you get a full auditorium, it was wonderful to
Yeah,
hear everybody laughing all in unison, getting the
yeah,
same jokes, the little nods to the
yeah,
camera, breaking the fourth
yeah.
wall and all that kind of stuff. And everyone felt like they were drawn in
Yeah, honestly,
to it as a collective.
yeah, I 100% like as a obviously because I'm 25 now, and obviously it took me back to me being a young kid and going to my first ever cinema, like watching my first ever film in the cinema, seeing people come together and enjoy it with families and friends. It
Mm.
honestly, I'm glad there is some films out there that are trying to bring that back, and
Yeah,
I think it's fantastic.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's good to have streaming service as well, obviously because we're going into that future.
Yes, we
But
are.
also,
Yeah,
but you know, it's better to sometimes enjoy the old classics.
yeah,
And I think that's what it lacks of sometimes. And I'm
yeah.
glad that this film has done this. And honestly, it gets 100% recommendation guaranteed. Honestly, I want to say thank you to the people that created this film.
It's great.
Honestly,
It is
big
honestly
shout out
great.
to them.
It
Honestly,
is honestly great.
it's fantastic.
And like Muzzy said, yeah, this one is made to be seen at the cinema with family, with friends. Have a go and have a laugh.
Yeah,
Maybe you've had a bit of a rubbish week. but this
Oh
I
yeah.
think will get you laughing and crying with laughter along the way,
Yeah, yeah.
which is great. And it's lightning in a bottle. I've seen quite a few really good films this year,
Oh
and
yeah.
I feel like we're finally getting back to that pre-COVID
Yeah.
filmmaking standard now.
Yeah.
That even when they are doing soft reboots like Twisters, they get it right and they
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
really good job of it. Like the film studios are not afraid to chuck a bit of money
Yeah.
at directors for them to
Oh
create.
yeah, 100%.
Uh,
You know what I do miss? It was like the golden era. Because like the golden era for me back when I was a kid was like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man,
oh yeah,
like
yeah.
the OG Marvel films like Hulk
They're
and
putting them
like
back in the cinema, you know.
yeah,
20 years, 20 years.
I mean yeah, they're doing the same with Star Wars. You know, like when it goes to that certain years, like 25th anniversary, it came out and they brought them back in the
Mm.
cinema. You know, that's like stuff you've grown up with. They do bring it back,
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Yeah.
I think personally we're in the new golden age, the
Mm.
new golden era of cinema,
Yeah.
and I think you know what. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
There's no so obviously there's always going to be a little bit of fear about chucking money at
Oh yeah.
directors to make big huge blockbusters,
Oh yeah.
but I feel like that is less now
Yeah, yeah. I think there's
than it
there's
was before.
oh
So
100%. I think there is like a fear now than what it were back then.
yeah, it
Like
just
I think there was a certain time where there was so much fear into chucking money into it, and then obviously like the directors had to like think of ideas where like they literally had to use what they've got.
it was
And
safe.
it was safe to produce
Yeah,
a masterpiece
it was
from
safe.
what they've got. Yeah.
And like I say, we're getting out of that now, and it's really cool. And I love going to the cinema. I've got my cinema card. And the best part about these big summer blockbusters is the
Oh
merchandise.
yes, we got the merchandise.
We've got
Yes,
the merchandise.
I've
So
got.
there is at the local cinema where I go to, which is no secret, it's Odeon.
Yeah,
We've got the Deadpool, Wolverine
yeah.
popcorn bucket, which is a metal tin, which is pretty cool,
That is
and
pretty cool. Yeah.
the Deadpool style drinks container. So
I'll say
um,
I'm quite in love with this. I'm not
yeah, I think the
gonna
drinks
lie.
cup is definitely better than the bucket, but the bucket's still pretty cool. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, you've got key rings. You've got they had pop figures
Oh, I did see the pop
available.
figures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had pop figures available,
Oh
and you
right.
can get all these things as add-ons and combinations. And to be fair, the portion sizes were pretty damn good. To be fair,
Yeah, I think it
um,
will. Yeah.
but if you're going to be getting these things,
Oh,
expect to pay
100%.
through
Yeah,
your
yeah.
nose. It was
100%. Yeah.
not cheap to buy these things, but I'm so glad that I did get the cup.
Oh
At the
yeah.
very
Yeah.
least, I'm glad I
Uh,
got the cup.
yeah, I went a little bit. I went into the danger zone with mine. Obviously, I got my cup and I got the key rings, and obviously, I'm a bit of an I'm a bit of a nerd that way.
Yeah,
I like collecting stuff, and obviously the Deadpool and Wolverine popcorn tin that was like
yeah,
that is amazing, and obviously I'm definitely gonna get this washed, and this is gonna be like an amazing memories as well.
yeah,
That's the best thing about collecting stuff. It's memories.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, when did you get that? Well, I went to the cinema to watch this film, and I got
yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
And they don't usually do a lot of really cool things. And I got like a pin badge when I went to go and see Ghostbusters.
Oh, did you?
And yeah, they
Oh,
gave them
yeah.
out for free, and occasionally you get them. I
Yeah.
got my Exorcist Believer poster. That was free.
Oh, wow.
And when I went to go and see the Batman, I got a comic book as well, and
Oh,
that was free.
I didn't
So
know that. Yeah.
occasionally they do
Yeah.
give things away for free, but
Yeah.
obviously they're not going to give the cup away for free. Well, the best thing about the cup is that you can pay to refill it next time you go.
To
So
be
you
fair,
can
yeah.
take it with you. It is a reusable cup, which is sustainable for the environment. So well
Well,
done,
so yeah.
Odeon, for that. Something that I've been asking for a long, long time is reusable
Yeah.
cups, so you don't have to keep chucking things away.
But also,
Um,
don't know about the straw though, but
no, but I mean, you're not going to chuck the straw, right? Because it's part of
nah.
the cup.
Oh,
So
well, I gotta say, yeah.
yeah,
Plastic,
plastic
yeah.
straw
Plastic
as well,
straws.
which you do keep, obviously. But
Yeah.
yeah, the paper straws
Yeah, they
don't
don't.
last very long, do they? especially
No,
when you've got a big cup.
yeah.
But
No, yeah, it's like McDonald's when they used to have the plastic straws and they change them for cardboard paper, and then like even if you get a milkshake, it just destroys it,
yeah,
and it's a pain to deal with,
yeah. But
honestly.
ultimately, I think the overall census about this film is go and watch it.
100%, yeah. Go watch it. What are you
Yeah.
waiting for? What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
instead
So,
of waiting it on a streaming service, go back to the OG classics. Get up, drive down to your cinema with your friends and family, and get watching Deadpool and Wolverine.
absolutely. And we've got some great films coming up, coming your way. We've got Trap, which is an M. Night Shyamalan
I think so.
film.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a director that is very diverse in opinion, but I quite like his stuff, and I
Yeah.
don't think I've seen a bad movie of his, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And we've got a screen unseen, which
Oh
is
yeah.
basically you go in blind,
Yeah. That is
and
true.
you
Yeah.
don't know what you're going to see. I've seen
Yeah.
some absolute stinkers, but I've also I've also seen some very. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some stinkers for these things, but
Yeah.
um, and
Yeah.
I've also seen some really cool
Yeah.
films as well that got a
Hasn't been
limited
confirmed. Yeah.
release, yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
come out just before you can go and see it on
I'm gonna
general
say
release.
yeah. There were,
Um,
yeah.
so, and obviously, I'm going to book in for Alien Romulus. There's quite a few things coming
Oh
out as
yeah.
well.
There's also
Um,
there's the new Beetlejuice film.
yeah,
With
back in
starring General
October.
Ortega in it.
So
Yeah.
we're going to the back end of my cinema card. So I have to get a new cinema card for that one,
Yeah.
which is absolutely fine. But yeah, got loads and loads coming up. So keep it locked right here on Quick Shot Reviews for Cheap Shot Entertainment. I have been your host, Luke. I've been here with Muzzy.
Yo yo.
You are the Cheap Shot Nation, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.
To be continued.
Hiya.